everybody. Welcome back to Wine Night Chronicles. We're your hosts, Destiny, Nat, and Ty. Hey, Nat. Hey, Ty.
Hey,
Hey guys,
Destiny.
hey
Hey, Nat.
Destiny. Hi.
Happy Wine Night. Happy Wine Night.
We made it again. We still made it.
We made it through another week. So let's cheers to that.
Oh, please.
Cheers to another wine night and getting to see your beautiful faces.
Cheers to that. Mm.
Mm, mm. It's like it's
Yum.
touching my soul.
It's bathing it
Oh,
in light and
oh.
It
glory.
is.
I
It
mean,
is.
yes, God made wine. I mean, it's so heaven.
That was good. One more sip.
I think I'll follow suit. It was
Enjoy.
good.
Sometimes you have
Mm,
to take a double take. Mhm. Just to make sure it's as good as it was the first time.
Right.
Yeah. I'm so happy that you guys are joining us again this Friday night because this night is we're going to have a really special conversation tonight because we're going to discuss what makes these wine nights so memorable. And what makes these wine nights enjoyable for me are my friends. They say that when traveling life's journey, it's good to have a friend's hand to hold on to. And I'm holding on really tight to these two. Friends are partners on the journey. So tonight we're going to discuss the importance of friends. Now, friends or friendships, everyone has a different style. For some, friendships are just light-hearted relationships. For me, a friend is someone I know and I grow with, someone who I share in life's experiences. A healthy friendship is a give and take of support, love, and understanding. Friendships provide a support system to help you tackle life's obstacles or the little things that annoy us on a daily basis. I know I'm always happy when a friend answers the phone when I'm calling to talk about the little things that annoy me on a daily basis. I'm very grateful for all of my friendships as they add value to your life by introducing you to new cultures and different perspectives. But something that you should always remember, and something I put at the forefront of my relationships, is that to have a good friend, you've got to be a good friend. Nat,
Mm.
you want to share with us what you think is important about friendships?
Oh my God, yes. I feel like friendship is super important for anyone. Like, you know how they always say your friends are the family that you choose. I completely agree with that. So, in researching this whole like friendship thing, I found like a lot of things online. Like, there's been a lot of studies of how helpful friendships and having people close to you is so good for your health. So I
Oh,
found this really cool article. It was on the mayoclinic.org. So let me just read. It
hmm
was like a little excerpt I found. And it
hmm
says, why are friendships so important? So a recent Harvard study concluded that having solid friendships in our life even helps promote brain health.
Yes.
So friends help us deal with stress, make
hmm
Mm.
better lifestyle choices that keep us strong,
Yeah.
and
hmm
allow us to rebound from health issues and diseases more quickly. Friendship is equally important to our mental health.
hmm
So, with that being said, I completely agree with that. Like, I
So do
think
I.
that my friends are amazing. And a lot of people are like, oh, but I don't need a lot of friends. I have a big family, they're my friends or blah, blah, blah. But family members can be judgy,
Mm.
right? I
Very. For
mean,
those of you
At
watching,
times, and depending upon the family,
absolutely.
right.
and depending
So
upon friends.
and even like oh, like people that say, oh, but I married my best friend. I don't need any more friends. I'm like married to them. And well, not everyone is that lucky. Yes, you marry, your quote unquote best friend, but
Mhm.
sometimes you guys, we don't have the same, um,
Interests, same
right,
things in common.
same interests, same things in common. So I
Hmm.
feel that for me, my friends are kind of like an escape from my everyday life, like from
Hmm.
family life, from work life. They're just people that I can just hang out with and be myself, be silly, talk about silly things, maybe. I mean, my husband doesn't want to talk to me about the latest Kylie lip kit that came out. I mean, come on, like
No,
just like I don't want to talk to him about who has the best batting average on the freaking Yankees. Like, I don't fucking
exactly,
know.
exactly.
So you need friends, the friends
Hmm.
that you share common interests with
Yeah.
and who are there with no judgment. It's just so important to keep those kinds of people in your life that help you develop and grow and
Hmm.
find different interests and stuff like that. So, um, and I would also like to say that it's quality friendships are more important than quantity of
Yeah.
friendships,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Very
I
true.
can count on one hand the
Hmm.
people that I can trust who are friends, not family, not relatives, not my
Mm,
spouse, but just people that I know that I trust and I can count on. And it doesn't,
Hmm.
I don't have to talk to them every single day. We don't
right.
call each other, we don't text each other every single day, but there's always
That's
those
a little
people
excessive.
that you can
Yeah.
call and count on whenever
Hmm.
you need them. So that's what
Exactly.
friendship is to me.
I
Yeah.
love
Oh,
that.
I love that. I love that. And for sure about the quality over quantity. I'm not one of those people who have surface relationships or friendships.
I
No, if
can't.
we have a friendship, it's going to be deep. It's going to be deep. Like I said,
Like a
Yeah,
quality
no small
yes,
friendship.
talk.
You know
yes.
what I mean? Not
You know, someone
No
you can
small talk.
grow with.
acquaintances you can have
Yeah.
and right.
Right, right, for sure. What about you, Ty? How do you see friendships? And what's
Well,
important to you about in friendships?
just like Nat mentioned, like to me, my family, my friends are my family.
Mhm.
So that saying that blood is thicker than water, I utterly disagree with that statement, at least in my case, okay? Not going to speak out for everybody out there.
Right.
Um, even like in the past, I've had people tell me it's like, oh, you love your friends more than your family. And I'm like, damn right I do. Do you understand everything they fucking done for me throughout the years? Absolutely.
Mhm.
I love them.
Yeah.
But it's not to be combative or anything. I to me they're I see them in like so many ways. So my friends to me are like lifesavers in the sense
Hmm.
that together we build like this love and understanding towards each other that is not easy to find out there.
No.
So they're my
Mhm.
lifesavers, they're my life lessons too. Like all the
Aw.
experiences that we go through, the growth that you were talking about, that you both were talking about, like that, those are life
Mhm.
lessons, right? That we endure together.
Yeah.
And I like to also consider them mirrors in the sense that
Mm.
when I feel like I'm an average person, maybe I could be ethically better. But then I look at my friends and I think how amazing they are. It's like, okay, so that could also be a self reflection on who I am. But then that got me to thinking they don't only mirror the good, but also the opportunities and the weaknesses that you need to develop on, right? Like a good
Very
friend will be
true.
like, hey, by the way, and that, not combatively, but they'll tell you it's like, because I think a really good friend wants you to grow with them.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
They
they'll
Or
tell
want
you,
not
it's
you
like,
even
to
with
be
them,
better.
just grow,
Just
just be
grow. They want
help
you
you
to be
to, yeah.
better.
so
Yeah.
then
And to
those
They
have
mirrors,
more.
they root for you
yes.
and they have your back.
Hmm.
They
That's a
root
real
for
Yes.
friend.
you. That was my
Yes.
next thing. They're motivators. So whenever
Hmm.
you're like down and depressed, and I mean, I've never been clinically told that I have depression. I cannot imagine what that's like. But
Oh,
everyone
me
kind of
neither,
goes.
thank God.
Right.
I mean, people go through those, lows, and they're there, and they're your
Mm-hmm.
cheerleaders. They're the ones who root for you when you feel like everyone else is against you. And just if you can think of your friends and know that they root for you somehow,
Mm-hmm.
then you're good. Like that's a really good
Yeah.
friendship. And chosen family. They're my chosen family. They really
It
are.
is. It's your
So,
chosen
Yeah.
family.
I mean, I would never, I can't even explain how much friendship has meant to me. A good friend also provides good company. So if you always, it doesn't always have to be a good time, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
good times that you have with them, if they're so memorable, if they're so
Mm-hmm.
like, wow, and it doesn't even have to be something crazy. Like we had wine together that one night at Nat's house, and it was like mind blown. It was an amazing night. That to me
Yeah.
is such a great indicator that that's a great friendship.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's
I'll
always
add.
awesome, like
Mhm.
even if you're just hanging out with one person, it could be
Mhm.
such a better experience than if you're hanging out with 50 people. You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Yes.
Like you can
Yes.
just connect with the one person and that's enough for you. Like
Yeah,
that's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, that goes back to what you were saying, Nat, about the quality. But I'll also add that regarding friendships, I mentioned before that to have a good friend, you've got to be a good friend. And I just want to say, sometimes being a friend isn't it's not always like fun, right? Because
Right.
sometimes our friends call us and they just need someone to listen to them, right? They just need a ear, and sometimes
Right.
hmm
you have to be that ear. Sometimes I don't want to be that ear. Sometimes I'm not having the best day, but then I remind myself, when I'm not having my best day, people show up for me, and I don't know what kind of day they're having, so I can show up for them today, even if I don't want to hear it. On
right,
those moments, that's the best time to be a good listener, because whatever you have to say, it may not necessarily come from your higher self. So zip it and just listen. And
absolutely,
that's something I did recently, talking to an old friend, and I was like, oh God, I don't want to
Who are
answer
you
this
talking
phone.
to? Tell me the truth. Who's cut? Who what old friend?
Nobody, nobody, but
Okay.
I but I answered the phone,
obsession.
and I could just tell the
I'm getting a little
answer don't
jealous.
just don't
No,
be.
I'm just kidding. I'm not that
Not to be
friend.
jealous.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't get
Thank you.
jealous.
Yeah,
Thank you
same.
for not being that friend. I appreciate that. But I realized that person just needed someone to listen to them. And what will it cost me to listen?
Absolutely,
A
yeah.
little bit of my time. I'm sure they're worth it. If I picked up the phone, they're worth a little of my time. So make sure, everyone, that you're not just expecting people to be a good friend to you, but you are being a good friend to them. And that can manifest itself in many ways,
Mm-hmm.
especially for someone like me, who I am fortunate enough to be from a huge family and a very supportive family, that we're all close and we spend a lot of time together. So for me, with having friends, in the beginning, I was very reluctant to have friends because I have my family. Why would I need friends, right? But my family don't have the same hobbies as I have. Okay, they don't necessarily want to go see a play. They
Mm,
don't
They don't want to do
necessarily
a podcast.
they don't want to do a podcast. They don't want to go for walks with me. So that's why it was really important for me to have friends, so that I have individuals that I can have experiences with, people to share life's journey with.
yeah,
And so I'm very, very grateful for my friends. I do not take them for granted. And I try in every way that I can to show them how much I appreciate them, because that is important too, showing
Yeah.
our appreciation for
yes.
our friends. Yes.
Gratitude.
gratitude, because
Mm-hmm.
everyone wants to be appreciated. You don't ever want to feel like, oh my God, I've been such a good friend to her and she hasn't said anything to me. She's never
Mm,
said thank you. She's never
that's never a good
acknowledged it.
feeling.
You want to be acknowledged,
Right.
and appreciated.
And
And
feel
so,
free, this is my piece of advice. Feel free to exit or separate or give yourself distance when you're not getting that in return.
mhm,
Yeah.
Feel
mhm.
free for yourself.
For
Absolutely.
your
I love
own
that advice.
boundaries,
Yep.
for
And the
your own
thing is
boundaries. Yeah.
that what I hate that some people do is they have a friendship, but like with conditions, like tit for tat,
Ah,
Oh,
like tit for tat,
mm,
like,
right.
oh, but you didn't do this for me on this occasion,
ah,
so why should I do that for you? I fucking
ah.
hate that.
Yeah, me
If
Right.
you're
too.
just if you're gonna come
That's
into
more of
a
a
friendship,
coworker than a friend.
right,
Right.
if you're gonna
Right.
come into a
Right.
friendship or a relationship like that with that mindset, it's never gonna work because you can't
Mm.
expect like what you would like, don't expect yourself from other people. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? If
Exactly. You
that's
will
what
be
they
let
can
down
give,
every time.
but then you
Yeah.
also have to have the boundary of like, okay, I've been giving way too much and this person is just
Isn't
take.
giving.
Right.
Right. So that's definitely about setting boundaries, right? Okay. So
Yeah.
and you're definitely right. You cannot expect anyone to be the friend to you that
Like
you
I'm
are
not
to
taking
them, because that
for,
takes out their individuality, right?
right.
So
Because
you
Absolutely.
they
have
can
Yeah.
to
pay it
allow.
back in a different way. It
Right, because
doesn't
everyone's
have
love
to be.
language is different, right? So
Right.
Yeah.
everyone, yeah. So you can't expect them if Nat, I bought you a cake yesterday. You didn't buy me a cake the day after. You can't do that. Maybe you don't like cake or you don't like giving cake. Maybe you wanted to give me some flowers. I don't know. I can't expect you
Or maybe
to,
I can't afford a cake, so
or
I
maybe
just
you can't
make
afford
you
cake.
That's
something.
also
You know
another
Maybe
what
you
I
can
thing.
make
mean?
me
Like,
Be
something.
empathetic,
Yes.
if
I'll make you some
anything.
cute
Yes.
from the
Yes.
Dollar Tree. I mean, you know what I like?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I can
I'm
do, and
all
I put
about
thought into it.
Yes.
gestures. Like when it comes to like small things, I mean, I'll if someone hands me something,
Mhm.
I always make the biggest deal out of it because it's their time, it's their
Mhm.
effort.
Thought. The
It's
thought.
Yes.
yeah, and it's like, wow, you thought of me. I feel so special. I
I
love that.
love it.
Yeah,
I
I love
love
that
it.
too.
But
It
then I
makes
also
me
have to
feel so warm.
exercise that feeling too. Like you said, like gotta
Mhm.
pay it back now. Can't just be taking all these
But then
things.
you can't think like,
Right.
oh my God, I have to pay them back somehow. What like it's
Right.
just
Don't
comes from
obsess
your
over it.
heart.
It should come
Right.
True.
naturally.
It
Yes.
should,
It
yes,
should come naturally
I
from your
agree.
heart.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. Well, I love this conversation on friendship. It's been great because I'm having it with my friends. And what could be better
Yes.
than
Yes.
that on a Friday night? I love you
Right.
guys. Nat, do you have a playlist that could inspire us regarding the
I know
importance
you
of
do.
friendships?
What do you think, Jesse?
My magic 8 ball says yes.
All right. Well, you are
Woo!
correct. Ding
All
ding
right.
ding.
Woo!
So I was thinking of like, like friendship songs or whatever. So the first
Mhm.
song I thought of course, it's called That's What Friends Are For.
Mm.
And it's by Dionne Warwick, and there's like
Oh,
Stevie Wonder, Gladys Knight, Elton John. They're all in this
wow.
song together, and it's
Yes.
just such a happy,
Wow.
warm, and fuzzy song, and like it just
Yeah.
makes you love up on your friends.
I love it.
It's
I
a
remember
classic.
when that song came out in the 80s. It had to be the 80s,
Hmm.
right? Because I was really young. But I
Yeah.
remember when that song came out and it was such like a big thing because there were so many celebrities on the song. But that's awesome. I love that choice.
So yeah, it's a nice little classic. And then
Mm.
like to go to like my alternative side, it's called We're Going to Be Friends by the White
Mhm.
Stripes. And this song, like I love this song is has
Yes.
always been in my playlist because I love the White Stripes and I just
Excellent too.
love the meaning. And I think this song was like in one of
Yes.
like the kids' cartoons or something. So that's why it stuck out to
It was a
me. It was what?
I thought it was in a movie. I know
I
I've
don't
heard it in a movie or
know.
something, but
I've
I just
heard
love
it.
the song, and I love
Yeah.
Jack White. So
And it's just, this song is just like showing the importance and of like, and the innocence of childhood friendship, like when you
yes.
friends in school and you're little and like, do you want to walk to school with me, or do you want to go eat lunch? So like those are little like social aspects, like where friendships, you start developing friendships. So I thought that was like a
Mhm.
really cool song to put on.
Yeah.
um and then my next song, I gotta put a little hip hop flair in there.
Yes.
And this
Of
song
course.
is No New Friends by DJ Khaled.
Oh wait,
And
I thought it was another one. Okay, go ahead.
DJ Khaled and I think Drake is in it,
Drake.
and a couple
Uh-huh.
other
Rick Ross,
artists
maybe?
are in it. I
I
don't
think.
know. It
Mm.
it just said DJ Khaled because he likes to take up all the
Yeah.
fucking, the credits. So
Uh-huh.
we love you,
He's
DJ
the
Khaled. I'm
producer.
kidding.
We love you,
No,
DJ
he
Khaled, but
is.
he's the
You
producer.
deserve it. You
Yes, he's a
We
producer.
deserve it.
understand.
You deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
We get it. But this is a song that I would always sing with my girlfriends, like, because we're in our little group and we're feeling a little clicky and we're like, no new friends, because we're just good with our
No,
group and we're good. So it just reminded me of a song I would always sing with my best friends. Another great one is I'll Be There. And this
Yes.
was originally by the Jackson 5, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But
And that's a great
yes, that's
rendition
right.
also.
I love the version that Mariah Carey did with Trey
Mhm.
Lorenz.
Uh-huh.
So that's the one I put on the playlist because she's just
Yes, and it's great.
amazing. It's an
Yeah.
amazing
And
performance.
Trey
So
Lorenz hit that note. He did it. So yeah,
yes,
great choice.
girl.
Great choice. Yeah.
And then just to be like funny and like silly, I put Thank You for Being a Friend,
Mhm.
which is the Golden Girls
Yes.
song. Do you
I
guys remember the
love
Theme
that
Golden
song.
Girls
song.
show?
Of
Oh,
course. Of course. Yeah.
cool. Thanks. So
Great playlist.
enjoy.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you. And all of you out there, enjoy. Have fun with this playlist. If there are any friends out there you haven't talked to in a while, give them a call. Just send them a text. See how they're doing. Let them know you're
Reach
thinking
out.
about them. Send them love and
Mhm.
light. Nothing wrong
It
with
means
Yes,
that.
the world to someone that,
Yes.
absolutely.
it's an unexpected
Especially
little
now.
surprise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. For sure. Well, this has been another wonderful Friday night. I'm so glad we got to spend it with you guys. So let's toast. Cheers to the wine of life, friendship. Cheers.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.
Thanks,
Mm.
guys. Good night. Have a great evening.
Bye.
See you next
Bye.
See you
week.
next time.
And if you haven't already, subscribe
Subscribe below.
below.